Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out the album In the Mood by WHEEIN. Obviously, we did check out the title track as well as the duet, as I guess a lot of people kind of like were complaining, and even WHEEIN herself was not pleased with the fact that the 17 live clip was titled as almost like a feature other than being like a duet or a collaboration. But uh, we checked out both of those songs, obviously, so those will be omitted from this reaction. Also, I don't really know how accurate the lyrics are going to be throughout this entire video because I found one YouTube channel, because on gnews.com there's no lyrics to any of the songs other than the title track, 17, and a song called Here I Am. Everything else, I couldn't find anything other than this one YouTube channel, which is called El Subs. That's the name of the channel. I don't know how. I'm probably not gonna go too in depth into any of the lyrics other than maybe a couple of songs, because this is going to be a fairly decent reaction in its size, because we do have 9 songs to cover. So I'm just gonna kind of like enjoy the songs themselves. That's the most important part. Obviously, we'll obviously see some of the lyrics. If there's anything that is kind of like worth pointing out, then we'll do that. But for the most part, I'm just excited to experience this album. It was very highly praised from the comment section on my reaction to the title track and 17, of course. So I'm very excited, and obviously, this reaction should have been out like 2 weeks ago, and unfortunately things happened, and I'm still kind of like getting the hang of getting back into everything. So hopefully, if all goes well, Thursday, October 26th, you guys will be seeing this reaction. This video is probably not going to make it to YouTube for now. We're starting off with I Know, I Know, I Know by WHEEIN. So without further ado, let's go.
날 감싸 이끌지 찬란하게 피어나 내 맘 깊은 곳에 light 헤매는 시간들이 멀어져 서서히 때론 아득하지 어디쯤 왔는지 분명한 건 없지만 맘이 시킨 대로만 survive yeah I know I know I know I know I know 알아 모든 말들이 쉽지는 않겠지 I know I know I know I know I know 그럼에도 여전히 분명한 한 가지
Whoa. This almost sounds like a soundtrack. The production is so ethereal, you know? It's magical.
Yeah. 더 강해진 light 뜨겁게 뛰는 heart 선명해지는 night 두렵지 않아 그 어떤 어둠 속에도 날 가둘 수 없게 bye bye 지나간 어제들이 오늘이 됐듯이 우리에게 달린 앞으로 이야기 우리 삶은 색깔들로 채워 make it plain
Damn, this almost like extends beyond like K-pop or pop in general. It's so much grander. I love the combination of a movie soundtrack with WHEEIN's voice. Damn. That was fucking beautiful. What a way to start off this freaking album. Um, it's so inspirational. It's like there isn't really too much to talk about in terms of like the concept of the song. Is like I know everything that is going to happen is going to be hard. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be dark, but I'm not afraid. Yesterday passed by just like today. It's up to us. Future story. Much it kind of like reminds me, like even the vibe of the song itself, like the production reminds me of that film, the 50-second clip that was released prior to the release of the title track. I absolutely love the vibe of the song, and I actually like some of the lyrics with colors that resemble us, fill it, make it paint. Kind of reminds me of Paint Me Automatically by Mamamoo. And I love that the song is almost kind of like a call to action. It almost like reminds me of like something in the vein of a call to action kind of music video that someone like Luna would have. Like I'm getting those vibes if this was a music video, like very Nike-esque kind of thing. In terms of its visuals, that's kind of like what So What was, for example. And I love the fact that like I know that the road is gonna get hard, everything is going to crash, but despite that, I have no fear because I know that in the end I will get uh my way. I will find my own path. Even if I fall endlessly, I know that I'll be happier. This is a wonderful message, so inspirational. The song itself is so incredibly cinematic. I definitely did not expect that. I kind of like expected the entire album to be more of a mood, no pun intended, I guess, but I expected it to be something that is almost like kind of like a night drive kind of album that is just keeping you in like this groove. But I did not expect WHEEIN to go the inspirational cinematic kind of route. But I guess it kind of makes sense because we do see various K-pop groups actually do like the video game music videos, like New Jeans. I believe LE SSERAFIM is about to have a new music video released that has something to do with, I believe, Overwatch or another video game. This kind of like feels like a soundtrack for a video game, not even a K-drama or a movie, but a video game. And I love it. I love it a lot. Let's move on to the next song, which is going to be Spark. The only other song that is called Spark that I can think of off the top of my head is actually Taeyeon. So let's get into it.
가는 폭죽 같아 물끄러미 널 채우고 더 채우고 이미 수많은 그 상상을 중 궁금해져 너의 모습 더 세밀한 내 맘을 더 너무 뜨겁지 않게 한순간 사라질 화려함 그보다 둘만의 오묘함 어떤 마음이든 보여봐 Oh yeah yeah 눈빛이 마주치는 찰나 불을 붙이고 불꽃이 타는 따끔만큼이면 날이 나 주저 말고 여기 yeah all day 날 대게 두 눈 속에 널 배가게 퍼지는 잔상들이 down down 넌 나를 향해 번져와 this spark
All day, all night.
Yeah, 고요히 don't need nobody 내 아주 작은 빛까지 feel yeah yeah 너랑 끌림대로 보고 싶던 장면들 중 꺼내줄래 너의 모습
This is such a mood. No pun intended.
한순간 사라질 화려함 그보다
This pre-chorus is lovely.
어떤 마음이든 보여봐 Oh yeah yeah 눈빛이 마주치는 찰나 불을 붙이고 불꽃이 타는 따끔만큼이면 날이 나 주저 말고 여기 yeah all day 날 대게 두 눈 속에 널 배가게 퍼지는 잔상
The way she sings "Because" is really, really grand, you know? Don't spare me just like this tonight. Ooh. The way she sings "Because" almost like reminds me of the way Rihanna delivers it in Umbrella, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like similar, only maybe even like with a little bit more oomph. I really like that. In terms of like everything else, uh, I think like there's literally a comment underneath the first one saying, "I knew Spark is romantic, but never knew the lyrics are sensual." This is my favorite song besides "In the Mood" from this album. Okay, yeah, this is definitely some exotic sensuality kind of exotic. Why exotic? It explodes and drives me crazy all day, all night. Burn me. I mean, did you need I really talk about the lyrics here? Very straightforward, much like the love going straight ahead. Pew. Anyway, next song. Let's just jump into the next song, which is actually a feature. Bite Me, which is something that I want to say to a lot of people nowadays, featuring Heon. I believe he's a rapper, potentially. Ooh.
Baby, you got me. 모든 감각이 차근차근 나를 덮쳐오는 밤.
All senses.
Got me crazy. 어지러울 만큼 다가와줘. Take my breath. 머리부터 발끝까지 거리를 보듯이 눈을 감고서도 나를 그려보듯이 You can give it up. 닿을 듯 말 듯 아슬하게 애를 태워줘 더. 넌 나와 같은 숨을 쉬어 just by me 전부 잊을 만큼 다가와줘 just by me 빠르지도 않게 숨을 맞춰 느리지도 않게 너를
It's not the kind of bite me that I would tell someone else to do as far as like fuck off. It's I guess a little bit more literal.
빠르지도 않게 숨을 맞춰 느리지도 않게 너는 closer 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 Look at me my baby
I wish I could look at you. Take it slow, but don't stop.
Synchronizing, baby. How could I say you was not the one? I 나는데 우리 둘의 harmony인데. You're dragging me, driving me crazy. 너의 몽환적인 눈과 목소리 나를 끌어당겨. Shawty wanna buy me, yeah. I don't wanna stop. 나는 높이를 맞춰 동물의 왕국이야 오늘 밤. 눈을 감은 채로 날.
It's the animal kingdom tonight. Sketch you with my eyes closed. Okay, slow down, DiCaprio. Come on. And then I'm not Salvador Dali. I'm Pablo. Surrealistic body. Okay. WHEEIN. God damn, girl.
나는 높이를 맞춰 동물의 왕국이야 오늘 밤. 눈을 감은 채로 날 sketch, yeah. Surrealistic body. 난 사도 달리한 Pablo. 너가 내 작품이었다면. I'm looking at you, my lady. She said, come closer, silly. Just taking it slow and fast. 난 너에게로 going nowhere. It's okay, my baby. 나는 너를 원해. You got the cake, I want no bite, bite, bite.
넌 나와 같은 숨을 쉬어 just by me. 전부 잊을 만큼 다가와.
You got the cake? Really? You got that cake I want to buy? Oh my god, damn. between Card's cake, Itzy's cake, now WHEEIN is bringing all kinds of cake. It's quite the feast.
Just taking it slow and fast, not knowing, get up going nowhere. It's okay, my baby. Now I know they want it. You got the cake, I want no bite.
난 너 같은 숨을 쉬어 just fine. 우선은 이제만큼 찾아와줘 just fine. 빠르지도 않게 숨을 마셔 느리지도
I want Card to cover this song.
Look at me, my baby. 어디 안 가 잘해. Take it slowly, but come slowly. 마음을 필요해. 괜찮아, my baby. 깊이 알 수 있게 closer. 조금씩 다가와 right now.
Damn. I'm not gonna talk about it because there's not much to talk about. Again, much like the previous song, this was even more amped up because, like, it was the previous song's spark was sensual, but it still kind of like left something in terms of like you had to. It was obvious what what she was singing about, but you could still like play dumb a little bit. Whereas with this song, I mean, the body, the cake, she's got the cake, or he says you got that cake, I want to buy it and everything else. And you guys know how I deal with suggestive material, so there's no reason for me to continue mumble around. So let's just continue. This was low key. I actually think that this might be like my favorite song. Not counting In the Mood. I don't know. Although I know should be my favorite. I just love the vibe, but like the sensuality kind of like threw me off, and I absolutely love like so far all of the choruses from all of the songs that we checked out so far, which makes it 5 for now, have been absolute bangers. Like the songs themselves, the structure is very, very nice, but the chorus is really is real money here. And I really, really enjoyed it. And WHEEIN, there were like parts in the intro of the song that almost like felt like she's kind of like channeling her inner Wasa or something like that, or just in general, kind of like being sensual. Obviously, all the girls of Mamo can bring that in, but it's just like the slight, I guess, huskiness or something of the voice, which kind of like made me feel like I'm kind of like not necessarily listening to Wasa, but it had some Wasa-esque mannerisms, if that makes any sense, which I don't think that's like too far of a weird assumption because they are, quite tight in terms of like not just Mamo, but them specifically. This was absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the next song, which is going to be Dance for You.
넓은 순간 마치 춤을 추는 듯 발끝을 립스틱 든 기분 긴장하게 피어나듯이 달콤한 긴장 위를 거닐지 아무도 몰래 한 발 두 발 더 짙은 밤에 다가서면 자연스레 맞춰지는 steps That I can call you mine I don't know 이끌린 그대로 날 맡기고 싶어 Baby 그저 이 밤을 따라와줘
I love the way she followed the melody.
완벽한 moment 깊이 고조되는 공기 빨라진 heart 마주친
This is more or less what I expected this album to be, I think.
알고 싶어 너만 가진 비밀 나비처럼 살랑이는 feeling
But I just love that WHEEIN is mixing it up and like throwing all kinds of styles at us here.
너만 가진 비밀 나비처럼 살랑이는 feeling But I just wanna dance I just wanna dance 부시로 있던 집중해봐 작은 손짓도 나 놓지 말고 스며든 긴장감이 맘에 들어 More and more
Oh, that was beautiful.
서두르지 말고 천천히 알려줘 Baby 잠시 믿음에 몸을 맡겨
I love that part.
말 없이 완벽한 moment 깊이 고조되는 공기 빨라진 heart 마주친 눈빛 I just wanna dance for you 예사지를 touch에 태우는 몸짓 알고 싶어 너만 가진 비밀 나비처럼 살랑이는 feeling I just wanna dance I just wanna dance for you
I wish.
I just wanna dance for you yeah 가까워질수록 더 아름다운 정말
Ooh, jazzy, bluesy.
주고 싶어 나와 같은 기분 I just wanna dance I just wanna dance for you
Damn. That was beautiful. Like, this is more or less the mood that I was kind of like expecting from this album. So we are at song number 6, and we're finally getting what I expected, which is absolutely beautiful. The song, like she brings an amazing vibe to the table, and again, lyrics are very quite self-explanatory. Not too much to really talk about in terms of like even the tiniest of gestures, the tension that is created, like basically like fairly self-explanatory in terms of like how she feels about a certain someone, and the connection that they have, which is lovely. I love that little vocal melody with the piano there towards the end of the pre-chorus. That was really, really cool, and it's just incredibly addicting. So that was a really nice touch, and just production wise, like all of these songs just sound so incredibly crisp and very smooth. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this album a lot so far, and I'm I'm really, really surprised that it took 6 songs for us to get to the mood that I was kind of like thinking that we would get after something like In the Mood, the title track. So it's absolutely awesome. So far, WHEEIN really covered a variety of genres. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's not necessarily surprising that she is so insanely talented and that her voice fits so many different genres. I'm still kind of like in awe of I Know, just because it was kind of like the last thing that I kind of expected. But then at the same time, when I think back about that film, the 50-second video that they released where she was narrating everything, that song that clip fits with the vibe of I Know. So I'm surprised, but not at the same time. You know what I mean? But yeah, this song was absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be On the Island.
Yeah, 나른한 빛, 내 sofa 위에 놓여진 너 후5시 네 어깨 살짝 기른 채 나른하게 너 깨고 싶지 않은 dream 이 맞춰에 이 순간 너와 난 playing mode 파도 소리 들면서
That was nice.
부드럽게 퍼져 달콤히 너로 가득히 채워 We could do this all day We could do this all day 오직 너와 너 둘만의 paradise 시간이 멈춘 듯해 We come to my island 하나뿐인 island 온통 내 맘을 뺏긴다 내게만 집중해 on the island 밤하늘 별 별빛보다 아름다운 your eyes 또 봐도 질리지가 않아 너와 나의 짓궂은 장난놀이 도무지 멈출 수가 없어 종일 내 이름을 괜히 불러 You know it's my favorite song 그 누구도 방해 못해 우리만의 무인돌 귓가를 간지럽힌 아름다운 노래 We could do this all day We could do this all day 오직 너와 너 둘만의 paradise 시간이 멈춘 듯해 Welcome to my island 하나뿐인 island 온통 내 맘을 뺏긴다 내게만 집중해 on the island
This is a beautiful song.
나에게 난 유일한 밤trip 편안해지는 네 맘
The only palm tree.
빈틈없이 채워지는 나라는 행복해 자꾸만 난 웃게 돼 맘이 날 안아줘 into the island 밤새도록 있어줘 into the island 완벽한 지금 이 느낌 Just tell me I'm your everything We could do this all day
Damn.
We could do this all day 오직 너와 너 둘만의 paradise 시간이 멈춘 듯해 Welcome to my island 하나뿐인 island 온통 내 맘을 뺏긴다 내게만 집중해 on the island I'ma go all day I'ma go all day island
Damn. That's actually probably top 3 songs from the album for me so far. I love the I'm starting only now to see like the progression of the titles in this album. But as far as like this song itself goes, I like the part of the we're on airplane mode because, you know, we basically filter everything around us. It's just about the two of us as we teleport to this island. And all I need is this one palm tree, which is you and all that kind of stuff, which is really, really cool too. As, you know, being together in this apartment or in whatever place it is that is our little island. This is the song where it almost feels like WHEEIN is completely falling head over heels for that special someone. Whereas in the previous songs, it was kind of like expressing like a sensuality and like the depth of the relationship in the, you know, intimate side. This is more of a cutesy kind of like really expressing your feelings beyond, you know, the intimacy, which I thought was really, really, really cool. I don't know if obviously we had a song like 17, which kind of like a love that happened at that time, at that period of her life or Waz's life or just in general, a life in general. But now that I'm seeing kind of like the progression of the songs from here on now, so our next song is actually going to be Aphrodite. If I'm not mistaken, that's almost like the goddess of love, of beauty, of all of that. It has been mentioned in various K-pop songs beforehand. I remember speaking about it. Then the next song is Breeze. Not sure about what's that going to be like. But then we have Bittersweet, almost like a bittersweet love potentially. And then we have the final song on this album, which is going to be Here I Am. Almost like Take Me As I Am, which kind of like ties back to the very first song on this album in terms of like, I know that everything is going to be okay in the end and I'm going to find my path. Like I'm going to fall, I'm going to go through darkness, I'm going to go through shit and whatnot. The darkness in form of love potentially, if this album is any indication. But I really love the sweetness in a way of this specific song with On the Island. I really, really enjoyed it. The lyrics are very wholesome, very lovey-dovey. And the vocals themselves, like WHEEIN has a really beautiful knack of like sounding very precious when she really needs to, and or sound sensual when she needs to, or sound empowering when she needs to. Like she has a very diverse voice, and her high notes can go into either direction that the song kind of like directs for, in terms of like sensuality, cuteness, feeling empowered and whatnot. Like she's doing a phenomenal job here. So let's move on to the next song, which is going to be Aphrodite.
작은 날개짓 일렁이는 dreams 가득 펼쳐진 기분 따라게 이끌린 대로 홀린 양 같은 멜로디까지 네 눈빛은 난 이미 like Aphrodite 내 곁에 날 부를 때 네 소리들은 노래처럼 다정해 이게 현실이면 난 미세한 아침 네맘 꺼졌던 소음에 도심 없이 어루만져 내 어둠을 밝히고 내온 하루를 흔드는 magical shine
Very euphoric sounding. Sorry, almost took a shot from the mic. Halo, okay.
넌 밤을 밝히던 가장 처음 뜬 별을 show me 외롭던 어둠이 어느새 bright and lit 하루 종일 내게 기대 멀리 그려보는 미래 천천히 물드는 날 유일한 감정은
I love the whistle. Almost like a cupid in the background, kind of like whistling. I really love the song, like so much so that this might be my favorite song from the album so far. And it's really interesting because like the last song, On the Island, it's almost like her professing her love, whereas in this song it's like she says, you see me as Aphrodite, basically, which is also really, really cool. So it's almost like the relationship is very mutual in terms of like the admiration that both have for one another, which kind of like still makes me feel a certain way about a song that is called Bittersweet later on, and obviously Here I Am, which is also really, really interesting. But the mood of this song, no pun intended, is probably my favorite. I love the whistling. I love the little chanting when they say the halo and they repeat it, almost like chanting repeats of the lyrics, is really, really cool. I really, really enjoyed it. It almost like makes me want to see a music video for this song, ironically directed by Adore, the producers, the company behind New Jeans. Like, I want to see that creative mind for something like this. Like, I don't know. Also, like, what was the name of the woman who also worked with V on his music videos from his album? I'm forgetting. I'm sorry, but like this song has like that trippy effect on you, and almost like being kind of consumed by like this literal goddess and whatnot. It's really, really, really beautiful. Um, I'm kind of like blown away by this song more than all of the other songs. Like it might be actually like my number one favorite, even over In the Mood. Although In the Mood still had like an amazing chorus, but there's just something very, very hypnotic about this song. So I don't know. I really don't know what to say. Like again, like WHEEIN has like this incredible voice that she lends to so many different like moods, no pun intended. This was kind of like, it was euphoric, it had sensuality, but at the same time it wasn't like overly sensual as some of the other songs on the album. And I don't know, this song just has a really trippy effect on you. And yeah, this was incredible. Let's move on to the next song, which is going to be Breeze.
쏟아난 별들 다 스며든 듯 반짝이는 살 속삭이듯 나를 비춰오면 난 더 쉽소 나는 너를 불러 너는 싱그럽게 내게로 불어 늘 감싸나와 You can take me anywhere you wanna go 눈을 감고 따라가는 let's go 그날은 손길로 날 데리고
I leave myself to the caressing eyes. Damn. This is magical. I don't know what to say. That was a nice touch. Because in the beginning she pressed play. Okay. Let's take it back, because maybe my theory is correct, and then the next song, Bittersweet, is about a breakup, because she rewinds the tape, almost like wants to relive this relationship that is no more potentially, which is kind of interesting. I want you back, obviously, she said. Interesting. Getting some IU vibes potentially. Like there's something very, very magical about this song and the vocals. I would love WHEEIN on IU's palette performing this song with her. Damn, that was ironically, I want to say this is my favorite song from the album, but holy shit, that was beautiful. This is this is an amazing mood. The vibes here are absolutely immaculate. Fly away in a dream, just of just you and me, because we're no longer reality. So I want you back. You know, in my dreams, we're still together. Is that an Inception quote? Anyway, it's you are in my day, it blows and tickles my heart. Almost like hits me on my heartstrings in a way. Will you take me so I can feel you? Very interesting. And then the rewind and I want you back and all that kind of stuff. So it's almost like a song of like reminiscing and like feeling the breeze and reminiscing about something as you kind of like drive, you know, in the passenger seat, obviously, and just close your eyes as the breeze kind of like hits you and whatnot. And I don't know, it's a very almost like sweet and sad kind of song. There's definitely some kind of like bitterness to it in a way, especially as we start the song with the cassette playing, hitting start, hitting play, and then saying rewind it, and then you hear the tape going back and all that kind of stuff. So it's almost like reliving the memories and whatnot, which is really, really interesting and a nice way to tie it all together. And WHEEIN's vocals here are probably some of my favorites from the entire album. Like her voice is so fucking majestic in this one, and just insanely underrated, to be honest. Like I'm seeing like the reception to this album. A lot of people are obviously praising it, but like even seeing some of the numbers on Spotify and whatnot, I wish it was a much bigger deal. And you know, this album so far has been absolutely incredible. So without further ado, let's move on to the second to last song, which is going to be Bittersweet. Ooh, synthy.
지난 너의 향기가 점점 옅어져만 가 소란스러운 마음과 달라진 시선만 우릴 맴도는 게 일상이 된 것 같아 채워지지 못한 마음이 달콤한 듯 쓰디쓰게 남아서 날 괴롭혀 무얼 찾아 그토록 난 아파해야 했을까 결국 너와야만 한단 걸 왜 몰랐던 걸까 같은 곳을 바라보다 흩어져갈 것을 흐르는 시간에 띄워보내려 해 깊어진 상처조차 내 것이 아니었음 해 벌어진 틈새로 사라진 온기도 오롯이 우리 둘 사이 말하는 것 같아 비워내지 못한 마음이 달콤한 듯 쓰디쓰게 남아서 날 흔들어 무얼 찾아 그토록 난 아파해야 했을까 결국 너와야만 한단 걸 왜 몰랐던 걸까 같은 곳을 바라보다 흩어져갈 것을
And I love the 80s synths to express nostalgia. Damn. Damn. So yeah, unfortunately, much like the title suggests, it is a bittersweet kind of song. Ironically, the song itself is also kind of like bittersweet because like Ween's vocals are incredibly sweet, but yet heartbreaking, and then like the synths just like express that feeling of like every time you hear those synths, those 80s synths, and it's something that actually DXT did with chasing the feeling, sorry. They convey almost like it automatically, those synths convey a feeling of nostalgia, a feeling of longing for something. Um, yeah, and what are you looking for? So much I did it have to hurt. In the end, I had to let go. Um, yeah, this basically kind of like the heart I couldn't empty. It seems sweet, but it remains bitter and shakes me up. So it's basically kind of like not being able to like being strong enough to let go of a relationship that is not meant to be, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't amazing while it lasted. It's just that you realize that it's not it for you. And the lyrics of "You will be scattered," I guess, scattered in her heart potentially in terms of never being able to let go of a person because he has left his uh, metaphorical footprint in you, on you. You know, it's just this. You see a place that reminds you of someone, or you walk somewhere, much like the lyrics that same place look at to disperse. Um, and all that kind of stuff. It's a beautiful song that conveys a lot of feelings, like even like the warmth that disappeared just between the two of us. I think I'm talking. It's almost like being the only one who's talking potentially. Not sure how accurate the lyrics are because when I kind of like read them out loud, it makes me feel like maybe I'm missing something. But the warmth that has disappeared, obviously, as they were on the island and really expressing the spark, which is the warmth, bringing the fire and all of that kind of stuff. So I do love the fact that there's some lyrics within the song that kind of like correlate with the previous songs and how passionate a relationship could have been, and now it basically kind of like died down. Like that candle is done. It can no longer be the fire can no longer be rekindled. So I really, really love the way it was expressed in a way that feels wholesomely heartbreaking in a way. Like it wasn't just straightforward sadness, but it was still, by the end, and especially "You will be scattered," like to end it on that kind of note, it was very, very bittersweet. This was a beautiful song and probably like the first proper like sad song from the album, which I actually maybe a little bit surprised. Maybe I expected, a touch more of these kinds of songs, but I'm very happy with the album that we have so far. This has been an incredible album. I love the variety that we got from it, and I'm very excited to see what is the last song going to be like with "Here I Am" as, the intro. The first song with "I Know" kind of like basically predicts everything that is going to happen throughout this entire album, and even like again the film that was released in prior to the release of the title track music video really kind of like created that vibe of that in the end, everything is going to be okay and you will find your path, but you will have to go through darkness and through some heartache and heartbreak. So let's move on to "Here I Am."
가만히 떠올려 그날의 내 작은 숨소리 시끄러운 세상 속에서 어둠 속에 가려져가는 빛을 쫓아 가슴 안에서 숨어 달아나네 어딘지도 모르는 채 It's a bring me down 다쳐왔지만 이젠 이 원해 내게 말해 날 비춰 수많은 말들의 꿈속 끝에 늘 기다려왔던 공간판을 내디뎌 Oh here I am 시린 너만이 뜨겁게 뒤바뀌고 As I wind up from the floor
Very nice.
Here I am Here I am
Very empowering. Very nice.
이제 나득해져 지난 날의 밤도 움직여가 열린 마음도 Just let it flow Today, tonight 속에 가려져가는 빛을 쫓아 가슴 안에서 숨어 달아나네
Would have been amazing if this was a music video.
It's a bring me down 다쳐왔지만 이제 네 원해 내게 말해 Right on 수많은 말들의 꿈속 끝에 늘 기다려왔던 공간판을 내디뎌 Oh here I am 시린 너만이 뜨겁게 뒤바뀌고 As I wind up from the floor
My whole heart is cold as I'm getting hotter by going out at the riding at the storms. Very cool.
I wind up from the floor Here I am Here I am Here I am I wind up from the floor 거친 바람에 흔들린 날도 있겠지
This reminds me of the lyrics from Kim Sejong's music video. Not the one where she's the assassin, but the previous one where it's almost like a play. Because she was also kind of like riding on storms, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines, which is really, really cool. But I feel like the gist of the song is basically kind of like don't let the worst moments of your life or the worst experiences of your life define you and ruin you. So after the bittersweetness that we experienced, and obviously it took a little bit of time for her to get back to who she really is, and then riding on these storms, instead of being struck by them, I'm going to use them to catapult myself and use them as stepping stones to become a better version of myself. So yeah, very empowering, very cool. I love that we are starting, we started off this album and we're finishing off the album on kind of like similar inspirational kind of notes, which is really, really cool.
I wind up from the floor 거친 바람에 흔들린 날도 있겠지 내 맘 깊은 곳 피어날 빛을 믿으니 수많은 일들의 꿈속 끝에 늘 기다려왔던 공간판을 내디뎌 And 수많은 일들의 꿈속 끝에 이렇게 뒤바뀌고 As I wind up from the floor Here I am Here I am Here I am I wind up from the floor
Damn, that was amazing. And I love the fact that she says, after countless days of dreams, much like in Bittersweet. Not, was it in Bittersweet? No, the song in Breeze, where she's basically like talking about a dream of you and I. So after countless days of dreaming of things that are no longer going to be reality and just putting me lower down in my kind of like road to recovery, so to speak, hotly changing as I ride upon the storms. So instead of, again, being struck by those storms and being hurt by them, I'm going to basically, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger is kind of like the gist, I guess. With that, and just in general, I love the bridge of the song. There will be days where you will be shaken by the rough wind, but I believe in the light that will bloom deep in my heart. And obviously, bloom is something that happens throughout a lot of WHEEIN's music videos, including In the Mood. Obviously, the Make Me Happy, I believe, too, which had, obviously, there's a ton of mentions of like butterflies, and there was like a bunch of flowers and all that kind of stuff. So blooming is a very integral, I guess, part of WHEEIN's I guess existence throughout like art and whatnot, which is really, really cool. And just realizing that at the end of the day, much like in the very first song, like she knew exactly what was going to happen. But just because it doesn't mean that it's not going to be hard to get over it. So a very cool way, the fact that we start off the album with an inspirational song, and we finish it off with an empowering song, because it's not just talking about how I know that shit will get tough. Here I am as WHEEIN coming from the other side, and everything that she's been through, that she knew that she was going to go through in the first song, and becoming a better version of herself for that. So this was an absolutely incredible album. Really, really enjoyed it. Definitely, when I get the chance, I'm going to order it and add it to my collection that I can actually show off, because I don't have any shows anymore. So, the albums are just somewhere in the closet. That's kind of sad, I guess, but at the same time, I definitely want to get this album. It's absolutely incredible, and I just love the variety. I love, like, she expressed like the sensuality, the playfulness. I love the Aphrodite song as well a lot, but I guess if I had to like choose, not counting the title track and 17, I would say that Aphrodite is probably my favorite, followed by Here I Am, and then followed by Potentially. I know. I don't know. Like, she knows. I don't know. Because it's very, very hard. Because there were some songs that really caught me by surprise, and despite the sensual nature, which is something that, I don't necessarily, I have a funny reaction to it, because, I don't deal with this kind of stuff, in an adult way. But at the same time, like, all of these songs were absolutely incredible. All of them had like their time and their place on this album, and in the end, it created a really beautiful story of what is like one of the most popular stories of all time, love. Starts off beautiful, it's romantic, it's sensual, it's you fall for someone, then you truly fall for someone, where it's beyond the intimacy and just wanting to be with this person, like on the island. Then shit gets kind of dark, shit gets bittersweet, but then you're going to be a better version of yourself once you realize how to get out from that darkness and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this was an absolutely awesome album. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video so I know that you guys are watching. Comment on your favorite songs from this, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies for taking some extra time on this reaction, of course, and be well and be safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.